I had something really interesting happen the other day that has given me a really big shift in perspective. So I was about to get a train down to Birmingham to spend a few days there, to then get on a flight to Greece, to then jump in a car with my best friend, to then drive into the mountains and spend a few days with a couple of my friends, but a few other people that I didn't know, to then get driven back into Greece, into Athens, and spend a night in a hostel and just be immersed in travel energy, which is stepping into the unknown and meeting new people and learning things about myself and learning things about other people, and the challenge that comes with traveling with others as well as traveling by yourself. So before I had left, I had a lot of anxiety, and for someone who loves travel and wants to travel more, I was really concerned about that concern of mine, and I just was able to see how, since moving to Edinburgh, my comfort zone has shrunk. And I understand that a comfort zone is like a muscle. If you don't exercise moving out of your comfort zone, it will never grow. And I decided to enter this adventure as being aware that this is uncomfortable for me, but this is a good level of uncomfortable. This is something that is going to help me grow and help me do the things that I really want to do. And when I got out there, when I was, immersed in it, I was just like, oh my gosh, it really wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. And, I did have a particularly flowing trip. There were a few things that went wrong, like my flight was delayed and it took us like an extra hour or I think 2 to get to our end destination in Portahelly. But ultimately, something that I have been telling myself for a really long time is, if I have, this is going to sound cheesy as fuck, if I have love in my heart, then everything is going to be okay. Ultimately, if I approach life with love and openness, everything will be okay. And this isn't easy to do all of the time. I get pissed off at things, especially when traveling with people, especially when spending a lot of time with people, but checking in with myself and checking in with the people around me as well. And a lot of people that travel will say this, but the world isn't as scary as it's made out to be on the news. And if you take a chance, if you take the opportunity to expand your comfort zone, that is exactly what you'll be doing. You will be growing that muscle, you will be growing that space that you feel comfortable in, but initially it is going to feel uncomfortable. I was actually going to film this video while I was in Portahelly, but I felt like I hadn't fully experienced everything and that it wasn't really going to come from an authentic place. I was just like, this is a really beautiful backdrop I'm going to film here. But instead, I just sat in the peace of the moment, and because I still had more following that to experience, and yeah, I could sit in this amazing villa and be like, move out of your comfort zone, guys. I have a working toilet, I've got a pool, I've got a balcony, I've got an amazing view. Like, that is not necessarily moving out of your comfort zone. For me, that's like making me even more comfortable. Do you know what I mean? So it was following that, the journey of being in that hostel environment, hostel, not hostile, being in the hostel, speaking to strangers, you're sharing a room with people, even when you're tired, speaking to people, and you're literally in a dorm, so your bed is right next to these strangers, and that is pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. We could lock ourselves in and just stay where we know what the outcome is going to be to every action. We know the reaction, or we could put ourselves out into an environment that we're not usually in and see what reaction comes from that, and how that grows our mind, our perception of people, of the world, of reality, of ourselves. And it was just, yeah, a more meaningful time for me than I had expected, because it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. But a year ago, when I was meant to fly to Bali, a month after that trip was cancelled, I decided to fly to Paris, and that was when I was really like, I was ready to travel, so it didn't really feel like moving out of my comfort zone. In fact, it felt like moving into my comfort zone. But this time was different, and I'm really glad that I had this experience, because it's shown me that I just need to continue to exercise that muscle, and also that I am just so ready to like really push myself out of my comfort zone, really do things that my capable body and mind are able to do if I train myself to do it. I want to start just doing more things that push me in my mind and in my body. I want to challenge myself and see, like, I'm so blessed to have this vessel that is, you know, touch wood, functioning as it should, as I need it to, and I want to see what I can achieve with this, and with this mind that is also functioning, touch wood, as I need it to and as it should. And yeah, I wanted to share that here because I hope that you can allow yourself to move out of your comfort zone, because it is why not? Just why not? Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. I feel very emotional, like I just want to cry right now, but it's more out of like gratitude and happiness and yeah, excitement about this realization, and hoping that you guys can maybe find something that is the equivalent of you pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. And I will be sharing more of what those things will be on this channel for the foreseeable future, so yeah, I'm excited to have you here for the journey. Comment down below if you have any similar feelings or have things that you're working towards. Like, one thing for me is I want to run a marathon. I don't know why. I loved running when I was a kid, and then my nose is running. 1 second. Yeah, I loved running when I was a kid, and I stopped doing it. I had no reason to do it really, and I want to see what my body can do, and I want to see what my mind can do and how my mind can help me overcome physical challenges and physical discomforts. So that's one thing. But I just want to do all of the things. Also, I ticked Greece off my bucket list, which is really cool. I do want to go back and explore the islands and stuff, but yeah, this was a big one. Anyway guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe and like this video if you liked it. Bye!